Hello everyone, Thomas Hyman here, and today I am coming at you with what I will call now my daily Keys to Success Minute. I used to have the Real Estate Keys to Success Minute, and I decided to really expand that and broaden it out to not just real estate, but entrepreneurship and success in general. I'm here in the Sarasota-Bradenton area in Florida. I have a YouTube channel which you can find under youtube.com/Thomas Hyman. And I'm going to post replays of my Periscopes onto my YouTube channel so you can find it there as well. I know it's Friday afternoon right now, so probably not an awful lot of people tuning into this live, but if you do, I appreciate your hearts, I appreciate your shares as always. Today I want to really just take a couple of minutes. Some talks may be longer. Those of you that know me know that I like to talk sometimes and get off on a tangent, but this one is going to be short. It's going to be about the power of questions. And really, you know, the good book says, ask and it shall be given, and everyone is looking for answers. And the most obvious thing right in front of everyone, which are the questions that we ask, is the thing that gets missed most often. I must say, in my 30-year journey through personal development, probably the two most valuable things that I picked up and learned, and I'm not going to get into my success story and what have you, I don't just know that I'm doing well, but the two most powerful things that I learned are, number one, that the past does not equal the future. So it really doesn't matter where you're at right now in your life, what's going on, what's happening to you. The only thing that really matters is what you're going to do moving forward. And the second thing is the power of questions, that you have the ability to really shape your life in dramatic ways through the questions you ask. And I used to be one of those guys that asked very disempowering, big loser questions like, you know, why is this always happening to me? Or how come nothing ever works out? Or I try everything and nothing works. And, you know, why doesn't this work? And why doesn't that work? And why are people, you know, a-holes? And why, you know, nobody wants to buy my crap? And these are all very disempowering questions because, you know, the universe will give you answers like, because you're lazy, you're not making enough calls, you have a, you know, crappy attitude or whatever it might be. So I learned probably about 30 years ago, somebody that became a mentor and changed my life forever, got me to see that really the questions that I was asking were setting me up for the answers, and I got the answers to the questions that I was asking. And it was a self-fulfilling prophecy. And once I realized that, I started to ask better questions. So if you're in real estate, instead of asking yourself or saying to yourself, you know, how come I can't get any more listings, or how come I'm not getting more leads, or how come this or that isn't happening, why not ask better questions, such as, what can I do to attract 10 new listings a month? You know, what else can I do to attract more leads in my business? You know, how can I get even more done in less time and still have time to spend with my family? These are powerful questions, and they're very, very easy to create, really. You start with the end in mind. So let's say, for example, your goal is to do, you know, 5 transactions a month, which really means you're doing more a month than the average agent is doing a year. Or let's say, as a business person, your goal is to increase sales by 20%. Or maybe you're looking to raise money and your goal is to raise, you know, $500,000 to launch your project. Starting with that end in mind, phrase questions and come up with multiple questions that drive to that answer. So who do I need to meet in order to accomplish X? You know, what can I do right now today in order to accomplish X? What can I read to learn more to help me accomplish X? What else can I do that I'm not already doing to accomplish X? Who might be able to help me to accomplish X? These are powerful questions that all are focused on the end in mind. And your brain, your subconscious, the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, will help you come up with the answers and present answers to you. And there's actually a scientific explanation for it, if you will. So we have something called the reticular activating system, or RAS, and it's basically a giant filter, because your senses take in literally everything that goes on around you, everything you see, everything you hear, everything you smell, everything you taste, everything you read, and your brain would go into total overload. And so your RAS literally filters out 99.9% of all the stimuli around you. And when you start to focus on something through goal setting, through asking questions, then your RAS starts to tune into that. And so let's say you just bought a brand new red Mustang, and all of a sudden you see all the other red Mustangs on the road. Or you're really focused on learning something or looking for an answer, and all of a sudden you start noticing things. You're in an elevator, you overhear a conversation that somebody's having, something jumps out at you, a headline or a newspaper as you're standing in the bookstore, whatever it might be. So again, the power of questions can't be overstated, as simple as it sounds. And my challenge to you is to become aware. What are the habitual questions that you ask yourself in your self-talk? And what are your goals and what are your outcomes that you're really after? And create a few questions that drive towards that outcome and make those your habitual questions that you ask on a daily basis. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you got some ideas, and please share, and please check in next time for the Daily Keys to Success Minute. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful weekend.